What up, Ken folks? If you've been keeping up with this channel, one of the things that I've been keeping up with several games these past few months. One of them, of course, being Esports Boxing Club, and another is a wrestling game called The Wrestling Code. It's what it is. It's a new game. It's a new wrestling game from a company called Virtual Basement, and their previous credits include the Mean Greens, which is basically like a multiplayer army game. And they've also worked with developers to create games like Outlaws and Ark Survival Evolved. So Wrestling Code is a newly developed new wrestling game they worked on, and rather than concentrating on one or two promotions, they've been signing a lot of indie wrestlers, or at least people who were independent at the time they were signed. For instance, not sure who this is. Obviously, they got Leo Rush, who used to be on NXT. They also got Velvet Sky on here. Who else do they have? I've covered this before, so I'll link to those videos as well as some of the site information. But they're working on signing a lot of independent superstars. I don't keep up with the indie wrestling scene as much as I should, so I don't know who a lot of these guys are. But again, at least my previous coverage into contents. Let's see. I think this is Ken Shamrock. I'm not 100% sure. I might be wrong. But anyway, here's their social media, and a few weeks ago they put out this video, and I subscribe to their channel just to make sure I don't miss updates this time, but we're going to take a look at this new trailer they put out.
Tell you a little story. Let me tell you a story about a young man from Detroit who did everything that he was supposed to do, who worked his ass off to make it, to fulfill his dreams, to make it to the top. And when he made it to the top, he beat everybody they put in front of him. What happened? What happened 16 years later? Let me tell you what happened. That young man was exiled. His legacy erased. And why? Because he spoke the truth. Because he stood up for what was right. 16 years in the darkness, but not anymore. Now, it's my time. We live in a world now that doesn't ignore prejudice, that doesn't turn a blind eye to the truth. 16 years, and it's my time to take back my legacy. The time has come. Nobody's safe from the return of Hassan.
Alright, so as you can see, this game is bringing back Mark Cipriani, who was known in the WWE as Mohammed Hassan. So his name's going to be changed to Hassan, obviously. If for those of you who don't remember, Mohammed Hassan had this gimmick back in 2005 about like an Arab who was the target of Arab discrimination post 9/11, and he kind of brought that onto wrestling TV for a little bit. He had a manager called Daviri, I think his name was. But what had happened was one day, like they were filming this angle where they would beat up the Undertaker, and the Undertaker would be taken away by a group of masked men. And the thing is, this happened like the same day as the London terrorist attack. So the networks kind of demanded that they remove him from TV, and that pretty much kind of ended his wrestling career. Well, as far as like the mainstream go, well, his WWE career anyway. But they're gonna have him in the game. So one thing I want to mention is like the amount of detail. Like this game is powered by Unreal Engine 5, the Unreal Engine, so you can tell like there's gonna be some great graphics. But you can literally see the sweat on the characters, the detail on his skin, plus like the wrinkles and the sweat and stuff on the map. So that actually looked pretty realistic. And when he spoke, you also saw like some of the motion lip syncing capturing. So that's pretty cool in there too. You also saw like how some of the grappling would work, and as well as that little background with the flame around the ring. Who knows? Maybe I'll put in like an Inferno match mode, like some of the WWE games used to have. But yeah, there's a lot of detail, and that's particularly amazing knowing that this is coming from a indie developer, not one of the big AAA ones. Now, one thing I am concerned about is that right now we're seeing more about wrestlers who have been added to the game's roster, and what I want to see more of is what the gameplay is going to be like, because ultimately that's going to determine if this game is going to live or die when it comes out. So there's not a lot of information on the game. There's not a lot on the gameplay that they've been showing. So hopefully pretty soon we'll be seeing some of that. But who knows? Maybe this will end up being like Esports Boxing Club, like where it starts off as an indie game, but the scope of it expands, and they're able to add more and more to it as far as game modes, rosters, and other stuff. So, again, I'll post the links to their website and the social media. That way you can take a look and follow them and keep up with the progress. And, of course, I'll be keeping my eye on this as well. So, when something else comes out, I'll put in another video like this. So again, it's a pretty interesting looking game. The roster shaped up to be huge, and hopefully the gameplay can match up to it. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up icon, and if you want to see more videos, then please hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm putting out a lot of videos this week, and I got some more on the way, so definitely stay tuned. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'm out 51,000 G, Kent folk.